Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Washington Huskies. And the Huskers will put toe to leather and will get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Washington Huskies offense will go to work first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Turning it on. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Throws for the tight end. And they're not on the same page there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football team.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Smith dropping to pass. Gonna let it fly. He's got it on the sideline. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on his drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's good. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. They'll run it. He didn't get there. Knocked back on 4th and goal, and he loses a yard to the 2. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Washington wants to go quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Got a little space. Breaks into the open. The 40. The 20. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. From the gun, the running back has it. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It'll be 3rd and long. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. We're through 1 period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got his man to the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Cornhuskers have this offense rolling. This time they'll go to the running game.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle, it's good. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Smith dropping to pass. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Back to pass on second down. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Bringing it back. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Bust through behind his pad. Going the other way, and he's got room. The Huskies love to ride this running game. What a day he's putting up. Somewhere Bishop Sankey is smiling.
And don't confuse yourself. Like, let's not make this hard. If I'm on offense, all the UW fans are saying the same thing. Feed that man the ball. He continues to be productive every single time he touches it.
Catch in the middle. It's Harris. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's brought down, just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Touchdown, Washington! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pulls it, fired complete. At the 40, there he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's hooked. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
That's reeled in. It's hooked. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The sure hands, it's Bettis. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. Going right to work up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. Washington right back to the line.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, the power run here. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's a heat. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you could take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And it's good from 58 yards out. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have...
He's got it on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Smith wants to throw. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's hooked. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and the slant routes are just typically one of those that it's a timing route. It's a big body route. A lot of times I throw it to my big guy who's going to catch it and give me positive yards most of the time.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. Spins away from the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Huskers are flying down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And the Huskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about this young fella who's slinging the pill, man? His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll run it. Oh, what a cut!
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to...
There he goes! Touchdown, Huskies! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Nebraska 6.
He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. On the one hand, it's good to get points, but you can't keep settling for field goals on these drives if you want to win the football game. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Okada. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll move the tight end. They'll run it from the gun. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Cornhuskers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Flips it out on the screen. Runs for the tackle. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. The give on the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This guy is such a weapon for this offense, especially down in the red area, because of his speed and his size. He's a nice target right there on the post. You see him. It's just really hard to box him out and prevent him from catching the football. Good decision by the QB, and it results in a touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So first down will open up the final period. The offense changing the play. Makes the grab. It's Harris. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure...
He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down. Smith dropping to pass. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Fires it incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drop.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances.
Turning it on! Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Huskies headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Touchdown, Huskies! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
From the gun, running back gets to give. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. Gives him the big stiff arm. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Under fire. Gets it out fast. Bounced off his feet.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without score. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. We'll send the tight end in motion. RPO complete to open the drive. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Smith wants to throw. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play calls.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's hooked. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Huskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Moves. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Off play action. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Wants to go up top on first down. Steps away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative. Or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Carr. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.